Invest 91E now has a 90% chance of development, and finally we have some bubbling thunderstorms near the center of circulation. Hello, I am Pat from Pat's Path Predictor, and this video we're going to be giving you an update on what's going on in Invest 90E in the eastern Pacific Ocean. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. I will have an SPC update video for those who are worried about severe weather in the United States. That should be out later tonight or early tomorrow morning, depending on both the time zone and when I get to it. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the invest. All right, so this is what we have right here. This is Invest 91E off the coast of Mexico right now, and as you can see, there's a new complex of storms developing right here, and this thing's been bubbling up. I've been watching it for the last hour, and this thing really came out of nowhere. Okay, for some reason this thing happened, and just look at this. Like, this came out of nowhere, just bubbled up, and just boom. Like, this is only in 1 hour, a little over an hour, ladies and gentlemen. So I think this thing's about to become a tropical depression at this point. I'm noticing the organization is getting better. The rotation is getting stronger as well. I'm not sure about the winds. They're probably still around 30 miles per hour. But I'm noticing the profiles, like the storm profiles, the rotation of it, it's getting a lot better. It's getting a lot more organized. And at this point, all it has to do is keep organizing and feed off that warm water, and it'll take off like a booster rocket. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what the NHC has to say about this. As of 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern. Showers and thunderstorms associated with an area of low pressure located about 200 miles south-southwest of Puerto Angel, Mexico, have increased in organization today. Environmental conditions are conducive for additional development, and tropical depression is expected to form later tonight or on Saturday while it moves westward at 5 to 10 miles per hour. That it is now expected to form. It's not likely to form anymore. It is now expected to form. Everyone in Mexico who could get affected by this needs to take this very seriously. And I know there's not a lot of English speakers there, so please, if you are an English speaker, please feel free to translate this into Spanish if you have to. But yeah, this should be taken very seriously. And this system will turn northward in strength while it moves towards southern Mexico this weekend. Tropical storm force or hurricane force winds are becoming increasingly likely along the coast of southern Mexico early next week, and interest there should monitor the progress of the disturbance. So now tropical or hurricane force winds are becoming increasingly likely. In fact, we can look at the intensity miles right here, and it looks like the hurricane force winds are more likely than tropical storm force winds at this particular time. You can see this because the majority of models agree this is going to be a hurricane. Of those, about half of them have it at about Category 2 strength, and we have one outlier right here that has it going up to Category 3 strength once again. So, yeah, a major hurricane is not off the table at this point. A major hurricane is not off the table. So, that's basically what we're looking at. I would say it's too early to give an estimate, but if I had to give a range, I would say the hurricane would be between 80 and 105 miles per hour once it makes landfall. So that's my range right there. And yeah, the majority of models agree this is going to be a hurricane. The question is, how strong is it going to get? Most of them have it stopping around 85, 90 miles per hour. Some of them have it going further up, so we'll have to pay attention. It depends on the organization, it depends on its intensification, and it depends on how much warm water it uses. And if we look at the tracks with this as well, basically unchanged. We are, however, painting a better picture with this. This thing is going to continue to move west-northwest or west-southwest, and then it's going to start turning to the north and then northeast, and then eventually it's going to make landfall in this area right here. This is the area of cone I'm putting right here. This area I'm circling with my mouse right here. And interestingly enough, we have more and more models having this cross Mexico into the Gulf of Campeche, into the Bay of Campeche rather, into the Gulf of Mexico. So I'll be monitoring this situation, but at this rate, we could be seeing a potential resurgence of this thing once it enters the once it enters the Bay of Campeche, as there's very warm waters there, and there may not be a lot of wind shear at this point. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. This is the current storm information we have right now. It is located 13 degrees north, 97.5 degrees west. Still 30 mile per hour disturbance. Pressure still 1,008. The radius of maximum winds, though, has decreased to 60 nautical miles. So that's telling me that this thing is starting to get more compact, and this thing's starting to get more organized, and it's just not scattered all over the place and all that. So I'm going to be continuing to pay very close attention to this. This is the satellite imagery we have. This one complex of thunderstorms has bubbled up in the last hour, and man, this... And that on top of other storms firing up in parts of the storm, this is about to get very interesting very fast, ladies and gentlemen. That's all what I'm going to leave you with. So I will be continuing to cover this. If this thing becomes a tropical depression tonight, I will make a video updating you guys on it. But until then, the next time. The next update video will be on if it's still in Invest, the 7 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Pacific time advisory. If this, however, once it's a tropical depression, I'm still doing the whole 12-hour thing. Except my coverage will be at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. So with that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out and helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather. I've noticed we've got quite a few more subscribers, so welcome guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy what I'm putting out. And for those of you who are in the United States, don't worry, I didn't forget about you. I'm just covering this Invest right here. And don't worry, I'm going to be making an SPC video either later tonight or early tomorrow morning. Depending on when I get to it and depending on your time zone. But with that being said, guys, have a wonderful day. Stay safe.